Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA Tour 2K25 Career Mode Series video. Today, it is time for the third major championship of Ryan Gamer's rookie season on the PGA Tour, the tournament that I've been waiting for this entire year, the ultimate test in golf, the US Open at one of the hardest courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. I've been so looking forward to this week 24 major championship, and Ryan Gamer is on a hot streak right now. We've won 3 tournaments in a row, but they've been hard-fought tournaments. Like the RBC Canadian Open, we had an epic comeback in one of the best back nines I've ever played. And then last week, in week 23, in the Midwest Legacy Invitational, we won in a sudden death playoff against Tommy Fleetwood. What a tournament that was. So this tournament will be a 4-round tournament. We'll only have 2 4-round tournaments left this year. We'll have the Open Championship, the final major, and then the Tour Championship at Ryan Gamer's nemesis, East Lake Golf Club. But you can add another nemesis to Ryan Gamer's course list, because Oakmont Country Club is a course that has crushed me in this game multiple times. I've had a couple good rounds here, but wow, is this course tough, and it is going to play tough today. But just like always, before round 1, we're going to dive into the practice round. The practice round is going to be very important, because if we get to 2 under or better, we'll get +7 stat boost to all of our stats. That is going to be massive at Oakmont Country Club. So practice round is going to be very important, and then of course we'll dive into round number 1. I have timestamps for you all in the video description, so feel free to jump ahead if you want to go ahead and do that. Without further ado, let's head on to the practice round, right? And I do want to show, due to training, we have +7 putt weight, rhythm, and contact. That's going to be very helpful for putting this week. And also you can see at the bottom left, +2 shaping. So that came from a conversation with the agent that I just happened to click on. You can see that we have a lot of messages here that, you know, Ryan Gamer, he's famous now. He has 21.8 million followers, and you can see he never responds to anybody. But yeah, I clicked on one of these, and Troy Anderson, our agent, said that Justin Thomas or Tony Finau wants to hang out with Ryan Gamer this weekend. Who do you want to hang out with? And I'm a big fan of both Justin Thomas and Tony Finau, but Tony Finau is one of my favorite players, so I chose to hang out with Tony Finau, and we got +2 to shaping because we hung out with Finau. So that's why we have that +2 shaping there next to putt weight. It is time though. Practice round, everybody. Very important practice round, if not the most important of the season. -2 is the goal to get +7 stat boost, and that is going to be massive at this extremely difficult golf course. We have to be on our A game. If we're not, we're in trouble. Now, keep in mind, the practice rounds are always on easy conditions. We're not going to have medium slow greens or normal green speeds in this round. Yeah, right. It is going to be fast. It is going to be firm. I think the game's default speeds for Oakmont, for some odd reason, is like 85 green speed, which is not what they are on this golf course, right? So with the way Oakmont played this year, watching it, it really played around, it looked like maybe 155, 150 green speeds, just looking at how it is in this game, and how it looked on TV this year. But here we go. But wow, is it fast. It's faster than what the game's default speed is, because I believe medium slow should be like 85. So this practice round should be scoreable, but it's not going to help us in learning this course, because the round's not going to be like this. 173, uphill 21 feet. If you watched my tutorial videos for this game, I almost holed out on this golf hole during the tutorial. Y'all remember that? I think it was the final tutorial video in my series, and I almost holed out here. Okay, that was a lot firmer than I expected for medium slow. You know, I've only played this course on fast maybe once. Most of the time I played it was probably on moderate. And I played one round in this course on impossible challenge settings. So impossible challenge settings are very firm, very fast. And that round was absolutely insane. You know, I only play the very fast, very firm in the impossible challenge rounds on Friday. Now we have had a couple though very fast. Like you really don't know what you're gonna get in the career, but like I don't want to play very fast in the career. We had a couple rounds at 203. That's reserved for the impossible challenge, because a lot of these times you get on these courses on 203 green speeds and they're just unplayable on that speed. That's the reason it's called the impossible challenge settings, right? Here we go. Hole number 4. Start off with the birdie there on the last one. So if you like 203 green speeds, well, then watch the impossible challenge. We've had how many rounds this year of very fast? I think we've had like 4. Is that right? I think we have had like 4. Let's go 3-wood and send it here. Yeah, the unfortunate part about this practice round is they're always on the default easy settings, right? So, or easier. There are no easy settings for Oakmont. These shots are going to be completely different when we actually get out into the actual round. Here we go. That's perfect. You could tell I'm used to playing this course on moderate, at least moderate, and more firm conditions, but I just plan for that to roll out a lot. Excuse me, to roll out a lot more. I need some coffee. What about you all? Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Cheers. Fresh cup of coffee here. Might be too hot to drink. We'll see. Pretty hot. No coffee better than hot coffee, though. 209. Look at this pin. Now, no. See, look at these greens. I'm telling you right now. When we get into the round, this entire green is going to be orange or red. I wish the practice round was on the same settings that you play the actual round on. Ah, come on. That's almost an impossible pin to attack. We're at 2 under, which is the go, so we just got to play for par at this point. But this is where you don't want to be. So course management, got it. When we get to the actual round, we can't be attacking this. You got to be kidding me. I just short swung it. You got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Course management, you still got to have it in the practice round, too. Okay. All right. It's all right. We got to make this. I can tell you that right now. That's so close. Good putting stroke. A little bit of a pull. That was the only part of the swing we missed, and it caused it to pull. Wow. That is heartbreaking. Welcome to Oakmont Country Club. Keep in mind, this is on medium slow and soft surfaces. We're not even to the firm and fast greens yet. That wasn't the greens, though. That was just a terrible shot. But you saw how even those greens, medium slow, you saw how much that splash shot hopped off of them, right? All right, we've got a hole out here to get to 2 under. Even is going to give us +4, which is not what I was hoping for, but we're going for the hole out, right? Because we know we need those stat boost. 9-mile-per-hour wind at our back. The wind has really picked up throughout this round. Uphill 21 feet. I like an 8-iron. Hate to be in the light rough here, but it's better than heavy. One time. Okay, that ball just died. It's going to bounce up. Okay, this course is about to be insane. I could tell you one thing, it's not going to be 98 feet green speeds, but still at 98 feet, these greens don't play soft, do they? It's amazing that 98 feet is the default green speeds for this course. Because the default should be like 150s around that. Probably right at 150. The 1 under doesn't matter. That birdie putt mattered because we wanted it. It doesn't matter for the stat boost because we needed a 2 under. So even is still good here at Oakmont. You know, this is one of those courses we're going to be playing for par a lot of the times. But if we're going to win the tournament, we can't be having double bogeys. But you know what? I'd rather get those out of the way in the practice round, right? You know, Jerry's having a long conversation out there at the clubhouse about that hole. Like, Ryan, on this course, what have we talked about all week? You do not attack anything. You don't. Not in round 1. Not in the practice round. So Jerry's going to have Ryan study a couple more caddy books, especially on that par 3, and just have them mentally prepared there for round number 1, everybody. That's unfortunate. We should have had it. We should have had it. It is what it is. I'd rather get the mistakes out of the way in the practice round so we can learn from it. You want that +7 stat boost, though. +4 is still good, but it's not great. But welcome to Oakmont Country Club. And big thank you to you all for all the support here on the channel and on this series. We got the new Madden 26 series on the channel. Check it out. That series is going to be a lot of fun. We still got 2 college football series going on, MLB The Show series, and then, of course, this PGA 2K25 series. And drop a like if you get some enjoyment. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more content here. A lot of sports game career modes here. But it is time. Round number 1. The U.S. Open, the ultimate test in golf at Oakmont Country Club. One of the hardest courses in the world. Let's dominate out there. I can tell you one thing. The practice round conditions are not going to be what we're going to face today. Not even close. They were slow greens. 98 feet green speeds. Yeah, right. We're going to have at least 150s. That would be my guess. But let's go ahead and dive on in to round number 1 of the 4-round major championship here, the U.S. Open. What do we got? South, high winds, firm, fast. Welcome to Oakmont Country Club, everybody. Oh, boy. We knew it. We knew it was going to be tough. I knew that practice round is going to be nothing. It's got to be firm, fast at Oakmont, right? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'm ready, though. Hey, let's get fired up and get focused. Let's do this, everybody. Come on.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're here at historic Oakmont Country Club for the U.S. Open, one of the tougher tests in all of golf. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. And Rich, this is the 125th U.S. Open, and we're back at Oakmont Country Club, which I know will be a major challenge for these players.
Well, Andrew, I think you'll appreciate this because I've always said this. Oakmont Country Club would be the one golf course I would pay good money to not have to play. It is that difficult. They slow the greens down for the U.S. Open. How about that? Why do they slow greens down for the U.S. Open? Because the members, they like to be punished for some bizarre, strange reason. This is the most exacting, hardest, unrelenting tests of golf these players are ever going to face. It's no fun. It's literally no fun, and that's the best thing I can say about Oakmont.
Well, oh, good. Thank you for that, Rich. That really gets us ready for this round. Justin Lower is 3 under through 4. We have a morning tee time today, everybody. You can see the rest of the field hovering right there around even, which I will be very happy with if we shoot even or close to it. This course is insane. We have firm and fast conditions today. Did you hear that? That the members like it even firmer than how they make it for the U.S. Open? That is insane. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Let's get down to the first hole.
Look, Jerry's looking ready. Jerry's always looking ready. And yes, we are rocking the PGA Championship shirt for memory. Jerry always wants Ryan to remember the PGA Championship. We did not play well in rounds 2 and 3, and you know we've been playing really good in round 1 wearing the PGA Championship shirt. So Jerry said, you got to wear this for round 1, probably for the rest of your career. Come on. Hole 1, U.S. Open, Oakmont Country Club. The tournament I've been waiting for all year starts now. I'm fired up. Like, really, this is the tournament I've been so excited for.
Farther than that.
We already won 1 major this year. The Masters, the first major of the year. We did take the Masters, so that's huge, but wow, we want this one back.
Looks like about 120 yards left.
Probably taking one less club here with the green sitting well below him.
Look at this green. Look at the yellow, orange, red slopes everywhere. You all saw how this green looked on medium slow. Well, look how it looks on fast. Okay. We already know what we're going to get here. 122, downhill 28 with a 12-mile-per-hour wind. I like a 56-degree wedge. We can still spin it. Going to get a good hop, good carry. That's gone in this wind. Yeah, just watch it hop and watch it roll. Welcome to Oakmont CC. Oh boy. This is going to be fun.
This one would be from downtown.
Good news from here.
Andy,
although
how
it's
tricky
uphill,
is this one?
not a big
This
break.
one's going to gently meander from the left.
As Hinny says, gently meander from the left to the right. This is very makeable.
Pretty good.
Oh, I like the looks of this.
The putter's still
it
hot,
goes
baby. That has been what's been keeping us in these tournaments. That's why we've been winning 3 tournaments in a row. It's not our other parts of the game. It's our putter. The legendary caddy Jerry has described Ryan Gamer's putting in a recent interview as the greatest putting of all time on the PGA Tour. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but you know, Jerry sometimes over-exaggerates, right?
Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge.
Yeah,
for
no
their
way
second
we
shot
attack
to
this.
a green that tilts severely from back to front and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
This is a trap. You do not want to have a pitch shot into the screen. You want a nice full lob wedge or approach shot. You don't want to get fancy here. You get fancy on this course, it's going to crush you. Look at this screen. Welcome to Oakmont Country Club. You're going to hear me say that all day. Remember how it looked in the practice round? Yeah. They slowed down the greens for that practice round. I can tell you that. Look at it on firm and fast. Oh boy, I love it. I absolutely love this course. I really do. Now here's the issue. 14-mile-per-hour wind at our back. If we hit it to that bunker, we're done. We're done. If we land it short, we're done. Where else are you going to go? Right at it, right? That's really the only option you have here. So we're going to aim at about 97 and go right for it. That's it.
This one is right
That
at
is
it.
perfection. On that upslope, it's going to stop.
That was an amazing approach, and now putting for birdie at number 2.
That is the best shot I've ever hit here. We hit it perfectly off that red slope, right in front of it, and it's firm, right? It's going to get a heavy hop forward, but then it hit the slope, right? It's going to spin. What a beautiful golf shot. That is the shot of the year. Birdie, birdie.
That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row.
Well, this is the best I've ever played, so that helps.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
How is Justin Lower 5 under through 6? There is no way he birdied 5 out of 6 of those
par
holes.
4 here.
church pews down the
especially this
left-hand
one
side. And the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot, back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
What a beautiful shot.
I like that one. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Do not want to miss it over here, I can tell you that. Not a very difficult green, as long as you don't miss the green, right? If you're on the green, you're not going to have a very difficult putt. The challenge here is the pin location. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hit 8 iron full swing, and I'm going to de-loft it a bit because we're on this upslope, and I'm going to fade it and just make sure we get this on the green. I don't really want to attack this too much because I know
Going
it's...
with 8 iron here.
Actually, hold that thought.
These little members bounce to the right.
Ryan, you don't want to attack it? I'll be honest with you. I was not trying to attack that. I was trying to play that ultra safe to the left.
9 feet remaining to the cup.
Who doesn't
Better
love
be lucky than
a
good.
birdie putt?
So,
Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle last-minute break at the end. It's going to go left.
that was either an example of misreading the wind or a mishit on the swing. Because if you go back to that shot setup, it was a side hill slope that's going to pull it to the left. And I aimed safe to the left, at least I thought. And we were fading it a bit so that wind would take it more. I just was not expecting that to be that aggressive. That is a dangerous shot. And it worked out. We almost hold it out, but that is not smart. just being honest. Like that is not a great decision. But here we go. I am shocked.
That's a big birdie putt.
This player is putting for fun.
Okay,
Before
everybody
we move
remain
on,
calm.
we take a look at the leaderboard, and he is in second. Let's see what happens here on 4.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Listen, I take major championships very serious here on the channel. When I get close to recording those major championship rounds, I spend like an hour in the range at nights. Like, you know, I know it sounds wild, right? But I do. I just hit shot after shot after shot. I go to the practice green. I hit putt after putt after putt. And then Ryan Gamer, of course, the virtual athlete, and Jerry spend a lot of time working on the practice greens. You better believe it. But like, oh my. Let's keep it up. Fade it into the wind. Do not hit the bunker. Why don't I do that on every tournament?
Is
Well,
a massive drive.
that's too much work. Ryan Gamer plays a lot of sports on the channel, everybody. We have a lot of sports career modes going on. Can't spend that
So,
much
Beamer,
time on
it's
the golf
US
swing
Open
for
week.
regular tournaments.
What's your most memorable finish in this tournament over the years?
Well, I
Here
have
we go.
2 of
Let's
them. The
listen to
first one is watching the tournament when it was first hosted at Bethpage Black. And I think just watching the players go out there and try and tackle that golf course,
Yeah, that course
was
is
astonishing
insane.
because it was
Bethpage
something
Black.
they'd never seen that hard before. And I thought that was really intriguing. But I think the most memorable to me, Andrew, is watching Rory dismantle the field in 2011 U.S. Open at Congressional to play that golf course before, and to watch him go out there and pick it apart like it was the local muni. It was surreal. I'd never seen anybody play quite like that. And that's even including Tiger Woods. I just think that what he did on that golf course at that moment in time was pretty surreal to me.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that performance from Rory was absolutely incredible, but to say that he thought that was even better than some of the just unreal tournaments that Tiger Woods had, I've watched Tiger time after time, you know, in his prime, just like, I don't think there's any comparison, but I mean, don't get me wrong, that run from Roy there in the 2011 Open that he was talking about was absolutely incredible, like 100%. But like, wow. Here we go. Send it in. Hit shot right into the wind off that slope. Can spin it a lot. Should spin a lot. Closed club face did not help us. Wow, that did not spin as much as I wanted it to.
There was a game plan there,
if that was
executed
not a closed club face,
Really doesn't get any
that was
better
gone.
than that. Amazing shot.
Because keep in mind, a 11-degree closed club face takes off a lot of distance, right? Now, we have the pitch shot fully leveled. You could see the shot feedback at the beginning, how much the forgiveness zone is. But still, that means that these are firmer and faster than you think. Come on. Keep in mind, my best round on this course on firm and fast green speeds in this game is a 2-under par. 2-under.
Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field.
On very fast green speeds, on Impossible Challenge round, my best score was a 3 over,
Again, another shortish hole that driver is not necessary on. Take out a long iron, fairway metal, and get it to the top of this fairway, short of the bunkers.
Let it roll.
From there, second shot will be slightly downhill to a Redan-style green that goes from right to left and front to back with big, deep bunkers on the left-hand side.
I spend a lot of time on partial shots at the range as well. Drivers, 3-woods, are really trying to hone in those partial shots, and it helps my swing overall.
Momentum here, Rich. This one's going for another birdie.
Look at this
Good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
But again, course management and a little bit of luck today have got us to this point 4 under, and incredible putting, right? 123, downhill 7 feet. I feel confident. You know, I play better in high winds than low and medium. We found that out all year. Once I saw high winds, I knew we were going to strike. So what I'm going to do here, I want to actually fade this. I'm going to aim far to the left and fade this. The wind's going to add some distance to the shot as well. And fade this all the way over off that slope. That's it. That's perfect.
Another fine-looking strike.
That's why I love playing in high winds. You can do stuff like that.
In regulation, this is an absolute clinic.
The reason I went with the wind there, right? So I was fading it with the wind because I wanted more roll. I wanted less spin. And I know if I fade that with the wind, the ball's going to spin less because the wind's going to be at its back for a longer time, right? And then also you're going to get a higher bounce on it. I did not want that to spin back too much. If we draw that into the wind, we're going to potentially spin off that slope all the way back down to that slope. So I could have also hit the ball shallow and made that a little bit easier, but still, it worked. This is the best round of golf I've ever played.
That's birdie number 5.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Justin Lower is 7 under through 9. Keep in mind, we're still on 95 AI difficulty. 5 above legend.
That looks
what?
So much smaller
like,
than it
I'm
actually
shocked that
is.
I'm doing what I'm doing, right?
Not a lot of pin placements on this green. Find the center of the green. And
Justin Lower has not had a great year in this career mode series, right? I was expecting to see like Victor Hovland and Oberg. Oberg has had a great year. 209, downhill 14 feet. Roy hasn't teed off yet, but I could see Roy having a big tournament this week. Do not hit that bunker, remember? Do not hit the bunker. I'm going to do the same, very similar shot to that we just hit. Fade it with the wind. Play it safe. I'm not going... we might get this kind of close, but that's not the goal here. The goal is to get it on the green.
Opting for the 4-iron here.
I misread the wind big time. Better to be lucky than good. That's way too risky. I was trying to play that way safe to the left and I faded
That
it on
shot
normal
safely on the
fade.
green.
The issue was I misread that
Afraid to
wind.
go deep. This putt's for 6 under par.
We were
Henny,
3
what's he
inches from
facing
being
with
in the
this putt?
sand.
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Look at this putt. But honestly, with the way we've been putting recently, we can make it. 17 feet, downhill 1 inch. Heavy left to right break. But yeah, we were 3 inches away from being in that sand, where we doubled in the practice round. One time.
Okay, good start at the junction. It's going to indicate right.
One time!
Currently
What?
6 under for the round.
Get your coffee,
Now
whatever you're
teeing
drinking.
off on the par 4
Cheers.
7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that.
That was one of
Down
the toughest
left-hand
putts
side
we've
is
had
where
this
you
year.
want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
You know, one thing
This
I've been
will
trying
play
to do
nicely.
across all the sports lately is focus a little bit more during the play or during the shot, you know, in golf, you know, whatever
This
the
is
sport
a
we're playing, during the
200-yard shot.
at-bat in
Puff
baseball,
of wind blowing right to
and
left.
try
for him.
not to tell live stories during the swing. It's something that you all have been telling me to do for years, right? For 5 years now. Finally, I've started to do that, and it's really been helping me. You know, talk in between, don't talk, focus up, and it's been working, especially with the putter. This is the best putting I've ever had. 200, 12-mile-per-hour wind. Interstate there to the right. Do not hit the interstate. So basically, this one, you do not want to be in any of the bunkers. I can tell you that. So it's got to be 4-iron. We're probably going to end up in this area here, right? Or maybe down here. Because the problem is, it's a 12-mile-per-hour wind. It's in our face slightly as well. We're in between a 2-iron and a 4-iron. We don't have a 3, right? So we can hit a partial 2, which I do a lot in practice. The issue is, if we leave ourselves with a chip shot from behind this green, it's impossible. We're going to roll all the way down. It's going to be like an impossible challenge shot. So to prevent that, what we're going to do is just a shallow 4-iron, de-loft it a bit, and fade it into the wind, try to put this on the green, and dance it in. Like, I'm really not too... I don't
Going
care
with
where this
4-iron
goes
here.
on the green, even if it lands short. That's going to be perfect. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's what you're
De-loft,
looking for when you're
shallow
trying to hit the
shot
green. Just get it
into
on,
that
pin
upslope
high, and
to
now try to make a
perfection.
putt.
And
Keep
a
in mind, they're firm
fantastic
and
look
fast. You're going to get some
upcoming.
good hops, and we hit an
All right,
upslope.
John, which way is this putt going to
It's
go?
perfect.
I think this putt's going left to right.
It's all about course management. You know, setting up your shot where you'd rather miss. You'd rather miss short there. We got the right distance.
So far, so good.
And he nails the putt.
Well, do you want to win or do you want to lose, YouTube? Yeah, I think we're going to be wearing the
He
PGA
is
Championship
moving up
shirt
the
every
leaderboard
game,
as we move on to the next
every
hole.
round. Justin Lower is shocked. I'm shocked at Justin Lower. Keep in mind, it's a morning tee time. A lot of pros left to play, but what?
Over to number 8. It's a par 3.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back
Stay
up
humble.
the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it
Yeah,
is
this one's
actually the
insane.
practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Wait, what did he say? The back third of it is actually the practice green? What did he just say? Or did I misread? What did he just say? I mean, this is a par 3, everybody. 293 yards, downhill 16. This is the best round of golf I've ever played. Not over. So what you got to do here is land it short, roll it up, and just dance.
That's a textbook swing.
That's it. That's all you got to do. It's just insane. On these same conditions, on medium winds, I don't think I don't know if I've ever played Oakmont on high winds besides the Impossible Challenge. And maybe that round got us ready for this.
This could be a
but
big
like,
momentum putt. It's for birdie. All right,
my
Henny,
best score
what
is
do you
2
see
under
here?
here. On
Setting
these
up
same
this putt
settings, master
30 feet
difficulty.
from the cup.
Let's not let it get to our head, though. 30 feet, downhill 2 inches. I've never had a birdie putt on this green. I always miss the green. All right. Going to brake heavily from right to left. One time.
And it should turn left toward
Nope,
the
too
hole.
short. It's a good
Seems like
strike.
that one could have been a lot worse.
I
Not
played that a
bad
little bit
effort
safe.
right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
You know, I've been telling you all for weeks to have the birdie train here at Oakmont. Thank you for having it here. You all were not messing around.
As we head
What
to
a
the
birdie
next hole,
train.
our featured player is
7
currently
birdies
tied
in a
for
row and then a
first.
par, but it was only a matter of time. Lee Hodges starts the day 1 under through 2. Justin Lower in second.
We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
A tee shot here. The fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
You know what's very
7 under
important
for the
today
tournament.
is to continue to climb. Because if you all remember the PGA Championship, or you're all getting some memories, right? We played incredible round 1. I had a lot of comments in that round, like, Ryan, the game's too easy for you. The game's too easy. And, well, round 2 and 3, nobody said that, right? Yeah, those people who said the game's too easy got real quiet in round 2 and 3 and 4 of that tournament. So we need all the cushion we can get. This is absolutely insane. Let's continue it. Oh my goodness. This is sitting in a bowl. Look at this green. Do not want to miss in this bunker. I can tell you that. Do not want to... Actually, missing over here is not terrible. You can flop it off that slope and funnel it down. 11-mile-per-hour wind in our face. You do not want to be far. That would be a nightmare. So, well, you don't want to be anywhere besides in the hole. We got to hit every bit of a 2-iron to even get this there. I'm not even convinced it will. Good strike. That's fine because it's going to be off the green to the right. Short-sided uphill chip. It's even if you hit this too far, it's going to roll back down.
The mission is
This is
simple
perfect.
here. He has to get up and down.
Yeah, so basically, you don't attack this, right? These are firm and fast. If you attack this, you're gone. You have to hit this off this right to left upslope. Give yourself a putt. This is one of those where I don't go to make. Course management. If we go for that, I guarantee it, it is off the green.
Drop a shot.
We'll take it.
Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Justin Lower birdies 8 under through 13. Ryan Gamer 7 under through 9. A lot of pros left to play too.
We start the back 9 here at the 10th hole.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right.
Gotta be
You
3
get it
wood.
past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
I tell you, I love this course.
This one appears to be
It's-
fairway bound.
I've been preparing for this course all year. Like, it's a course I've been thinking about, the tournament I've been thinking about, and you can see that, right? You can see that right now. Like, I want to win. I
Looking
want
at
to
my
win
yardage
fully.
book, it looks like about 140 yards remain.
This is a mean
And
pin.
just
Look
one
at this.
shot back.
This is insane. This is one of those that we've got to land about right here on that downslope. Let it hop and then try to grab. I don't think there's any way to actually land this on the green unless we get really fancy with a 9-iron with almost, or even a, can't be a pitching wedge. It may be. How about a pitching wedge with quite a bit of loft and spin? The only issue here, if we don't strike this to perfection, this could be a nightmare. But I think we got to trust our swing. It's the only way we're going to spin this one. I can guarantee you that. Downhill slope as well. All right, here goes something. Going to come off to the left. That's perfect. It's still going to go. Wow. Just think of how much spin we put on that shot and struck it to perfection. That is how firm and fast these greens are. That was a perfectly struck shot. Welcome to Oakmont.
He misses
Look
the
at Ryan.
green. That's a tough one to
Waves to
swallow.
the fans, but you can
Aaron
tell
railed the
he's a
green
little
with that
frustrated.
approach.
This is his third.
Such a good strike, too.
Just one stroke off the lead.
Okay, chip this into this upslope. We're hitting it to an upslope the whole way, which is great. This is very chip-inable.
Wow, I give that a 9 out of 10.
What a shot. 9 out of 10. Thank you,
just
Andrew.
a tap in left for par. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and
Justin
he is
Lower
tied
with the
for
bogey.
lead.
It's going to be a battle here on out. This is when, honestly, this is when
And 11 runs
very few
parallel,
birdies
but
happen.
Back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way off the tee.
You want to favor the left-hand side as best possible, as at the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you've got a green that swings from left to right and back to front. Really difficult to judge
Perfect.
the spin on your second shots here and get it close.
This back nine really
That's nicely
starts
done.
to show its teeth. The whole course does, but like into this
Sitting
wind,
at
this is going to be
7 under par
insane.
for the day.
I cannot believe the start we had, though. It's the start we needed. It's the start we knew we had to get in order to win this tournament this week, truly. .143, uphill 17. Got to be every bit of a 7-iron. Hit a little bit shallow and de-lofted. So it's going to come off to the right. The wind's in our face, but also blowing from right to left. Wind's got to grab it. Come on, Wind.
Club up.
Come on,
I
Wind.
like this play.
Okay, it grabbed it from distance, but it didn't pull it left at all. That's fine. Wish we could dance this in, but we're not on the green. We could still putt, but
Let's see if we can get this one.
We're not
up and
putting
down for
that.
par.
the good thing we got off the green, honestly. I mean, we've got to chip this off this slope and kind of trickle it down. Look at this pin. This is unreal. Too much on it. I mean, that was way too much. Needed to land that about 2 feet shorter and bounce it left.
This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make. John,
Look at
have you
this
got a read on this
green.
one?
This
What?
should move pretty significantly left to right.
Yeah, I'd say, John. One time.
Ooh,
That's the first missed putt of the day, right? No, we had
looks
maybe
like a pretty
a
straightforward
couple other
five-footer
ones
to
as
me.
well, right? Come on, Ryan. Can't miss this. There you go. That's
unfortunately,
painful.
moving
You
down
know
the leaderboard,
bogey's
that's
going to
not the
happen here,
direction we're
right?
heading.
Like, 100%. Like, this back nine. The front nine's tough, too. We just were on fire. The back nine is
12th
insane,
at Oakmont
usually
is a
for me.
monster par five
This is when
measuring
the
up
bogeys start
600
coming.
yards.
But, like,
Straight downhill you go.
we can do this.
Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going for it in two. However, high stakes ensue.
Beautiful.
A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
Second shot here on the 12th.
Reedwood's going to get all the way back there. This is firm fast. It's going to go. I don't know how far with this wind, but if we strike this perfect on this downslope, this is going to roll all the way back there. Do not want to be in the tall grass behind the hole, though. One time. That's it. It's going to hop, and it's going to go. It's going to go a little bit far to the right. Don't go in the sand. Thank you.
Setting up to play the shot here
Look
from
at
the
this
green side
green. Is this a flop? No, I don't think it is a flop. I think we got to chip it. Move it from left to right. This is insane. Welcome to Oakmont, everybody. Yeah, it's almost an impossible shot. That's when you need the super flop, right? I don't hit it here in the career mode series, but like that shot's simple with the super flop. The lob wedge flop carries 16. It would have been too far. Oh my, this is tough. We're hitting it to an upslope. That's the only good thing about this, but I barely underswung that. Barely. Like, you're talking about
Sitting
a
at
couple of
6 under.
percentage points.
Just behind the leader.
Chip this in.
See if this is up.
Get in. You got to be able to save par from anywhere. Come on.
At the right time too.
What I was trying to do on the
Saving
previous
one
shot,
there after
but
being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
being all over the parking lot. I mean, just think of where we were there. That's a very disappointing par, but welcome to this golf
no
course.
movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
One back. Justin Lower and Ryan Gamer.
Rich, the 13th at Oakmont, may as well be known as the Nightmare on Elm Street.
13.
What?
Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why.
Oh,
this green
boy.
is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par threes in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
It's got to be a 4-iron, and you know, we can't mess with this bunker. We can't mess with that one. We've just got to go to land this kind of on this part of the green. It might funnel all the way down towards the hole. What an insane golf hole.
Oh, that's a sweet
What I was trying to
swing, that
do.
one.
Is it going to come back down
Going
that
with the
slope? That's the
4-iron here.
question. It should. It should.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
That looked like an impossible challenge round. You know why? Because every time in my impossible challenge rounds, when I want the ball to roll, it stops. Every time I want it to stop, it rolls out 30 feet. I thought that was perfect into that headwind. I thought we would have generated enough spin without changing the attacking angle. I cannot believe that ball stopped. These greens have been firm and fast all day. And wow. That looked just like an impossible challenge round. But, you know, we're still safe, and we can dance this in. But we're downhill 1 foot, almost 2 feet, and we're going to have to hit this so soft to get this close. I love this golf course so much. One time.
Well, this one's come out on a good line.
A really good line. Cut, cut. I thought it was going to cut. Look at that
That's a
speed,
nice
though.
little putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up.
Yeah, Ryan Gamer's been studying
And
the
that
caddy
finishes
books.
up the efforts with a tiny little tap in.
Like, look at this.
Currently
You have
6
to
under for
score
the event.
on the front. If you can score on the front, it's great because you know what's coming up on the back nine, right? That's the true nemesis for me on this golf
14
course.
At Oakmont, not a long par 4, Rich, but still some work to be done.
This hole has changed dramatically over the years, not design-wise, but how players attack it. It used to be a long iron, find the fairway, and then a short iron second,
Beautiful.
wedge it on. Now we're seeing players time and time take out driver, challenge it up there, find one of those bunkers surrounding the green, and take their chances from there. Either way you play it, it's short, but it's dangerous.
Short and dangerous. That's true. It really is. You know, I think this is the view off the tee. I need to remember to take a screenshot here. Maybe this is a good point to do it. But I believe this is the view that's just, yeah, I love this view. This is gorgeous. Just a great view. You see a lot of the course. You see the tall grass. So, yeah, good spot to take a screenshot. You know what's wild? You know, I was just thinking about this. Like, you all have seen this course. You see how hard it is. You know, if you've watched the U.S. Open this year, you know how it plays. But, like, imagine playing this course. Imagine. "76 yards, uphill 2 feet, 14-mile-an-hour headwind. I like a 60-degree wedge, de-lofted, hit a bit shallow, let the wind take it.
Come on,
That's
sit.
gonna play. If you miss, hope you miss in the same direction at the swing points.
Yeah, that
It's
was
always
tricky
nice
with
when you
that wind.
miss
Great shot
of
there.
equal magnitudes in the same direction, right? Because they have the opposite effect and it goes exactly where you want it. Look, Jerry said, how about it? He's been saying that a lot this round, right? 8 feet, downhill 2 inches. Braking quite a bit here. It's going to be fast. Watch that thing slide. If we miss that, it's off the green. Did you all see that speed? Justin Lohr has finished 6 under.
We've hit the par 4, 15th hole.
Fairway cambers from left to right, and this green in the distance, it sits below you, so you can chase on your second shot into this green, especially to a front pin. But when the pin is all the way back, it forces you to deal with that bunker on the right and attack that pin by landing it in the center of the green or deeper.
Here's the thing. You hit fairways on this course, you can score. And that's what we've done today. If you
That's
miss
a really
fairways,
nice
you're in
shot.
trouble. Which I usually do miss fairways, but not lately. Look at this pin right there in the back. So you don't want to be far. You want to be short. 14-mile-per-hour wind blowing to the right and also at our back. It's a great place to hit the 6-iron, fade it with the wind, hop it up, and roll it back. It's going to come off to the right as well. The wind's really going to grab it. I like a 6-iron here, a 6-iron partial.
Going for less club here.
Because I want more hop up this hill. Just like that. I could have changed clubs, right? We could have went to the 7-iron. I just wanted more hop.
Spectacular, but safe. All right, let's see if all that practice on the putting green pays off here.
25 feet.
John, give us a read on this putt.
This one's going to go up the hill and to the right, I believe.
Yeah, it's a little right to left at the beginning, and then the rest of the way is left to right. Not a whole lot of movement here. This is very makeable. Half a foot out. If that. One time. It looked good. You saw Ryan look like he was going to walk it in, but it just dove. Still, the putter's on. Like,
coming up.
these are tough greens, and even when we miss, we are right on. And what about that putt on hole 1, right? And those first 7 holes, like that was insane. The putter has carried us this year. I mean, it truly has. It's not
And
fully
after
this
that
year,
hole,
but
our
recently.
featured player still atop the leaderboard.
After TPC Louisiana, the putter has carried us. One
Here's the
stroke
par
lead.
3 16th
This
hole.
is looking a
And
lot
once
like the
again,
PGA Championship.
Just another par 3 that's going to wear you out. A deep
this hole is
bunker
so tough.
fronting this green right here on the right-hand side. That he screams bogey all day long.
What do you even do?
You want to favor the left-hand side, and if you can, bounce your tee shot into this green. If you miss the green here, you're looking 4 squarely between the eyeballs.
Yeah, exactly what Rich said there. You can't miss right. It's a nightmare. You can't miss into that sand to the left. A 3-wood into a 15-mile-per-hour wind is going to be way too short. We're going to have to hit a partial driver. Good thing I practice these all the time. I really do. I want to hit that slope and roll it left to right, right? Right off that slope. Come on, one time. A little bit too much on it.
That really sounded pure.
A little bit too much with the driver. Any club is going to send it unless your transition stat is way up there. Still, it's safe, right? It's safe.
Second shot on the 16th hole.
And good news is we have a good spot for a flop here. Right up the slope. It's still going to hop. Spin it just a touch. Upslope's going to help us spin it a little bit more. Too short. No, watch it go. I knew it was going to roll. I didn't know it was going to roll that much on an upslope. Wow.
7 feet remains.
So kind of lucky that I landed that a little bit short because that would have been off the green. Better to be lucky than good. We've done that a lot this round. 7 feet, downhill 1 inch. I tell you,
As we take
the
a look
difference
at the
between the
leaderboard, our
front and
leader
the back
is up by
here
1.
is insane. And not only, it's like hole 1 through 7 and then the rest. Now, 1 through 7, don't get me wrong, it's not easy at all. We were just on and dominating. But like, look at the difficulty spike.
The fairway, the high spot on the right-hand side, but now they're coming into a green
This
that
is
chases
so dangerous.
away from them. So they're going to have to put a lot of spin on that golf ball. Players going for the green want to miss the screen out on the left-hand side so they can use the length of the green to their advantage.
Listen, there's no way you go for this. What is our wheelhouse? A wedge into the green. If we go for this, we're going to be at the splash shot in the sand. The odds of hitting this green are 0. So do you want a heavy, rough flop shot or splash shot from the sand? No. We got to be smart here. What's our range? A wedge into the green. It's our specialty. We are not getting fancy. That's one thing that the caddy Jerry going to this tournament
That appears
has
to be a
always said
very
to
good
Ryan all
line
year.
off the tee.
Nothing fancy at Oakmont Country Club. Nothing fancy. Play smart. Play your game. Ryan looks focused today, right? He's smiling. He's having fun. Waving at the fans.
Here's the second on 17.
104. Uphill 10 feet. Just got to go put this on the green, right? I don't want to get fancy here. 56-degree wedge. Put this on the middle of the green. And be on our way. Just like that.
Yeah, good job. This wind is getting up out here.
A little more fancy than I
This one
wanted
from
it.
4 feet away.
But
Good stuff today,
yeah,
especially the short
it
game
works.
has been really sharp today.
But again, I was playing that towards the middle of the green. And I thought the wind was going to affect it more. So I was aimed past the hole more, like on a more of a middle of the green line. The wind didn't grab it as much as I anticipated, which is a good thing. That's why course management is so important. It allowed us to be in the perfect spot, right? Because the wind didn't affect it as much. Where would you rather miss? Middle of the green there. And Yeah, wind didn't affect it. That's a
The
bird.
putt goes in,
Incredible.
and the lead continues to grow.
Is anybody getting flashbacks
Okay,
to
a lot to like there as he moves to 8 under
PGA
par.
Championship?
We've hit the 18th hole. It's a par 4.
Ditch all the way down the left-hand side of this fairway. You want to avoid that bunker on the right at all costs. From there, from the fairway, your second shot goes straight back up the hill to a 2-tiered green. When the pin is in the back, you cannot afford to miss this long. This is uniquely designed green, once again, almost in the shape of a square. This hole right here epitomizes the U.S. Open and all it is. It is just difficult and fair all in one.
Yeah, it is
Second
difficult
shot
and
here
fair.
at 18.
It really is. It's a difficult and fair course, and it's fun. I guess that long par 3 doesn't feel fair, but we did almost birdie it, right? So 177, uphill 20. But to be fair, in this game, that's a partial driver for me. In real life, what do they hit, like a 6-iron? That's an over-exaggeration, but you all know what I'm talking about. You see the pros' distances, and they pull out like a 6-iron from 260 yards or so. I'm just like, what? What? I'm out here hitting a driver 230 in real life, and they're out here hitting a driver 400. Okay, focus up. 177, uphill 20 feet. Into that wind. Come on. Gotta go up a club. Do not want to miss in the sand to the left. Good strike. A little bit overswing, which is fine. Without that overswing, we would have been perfect. It wasn't the overswing, it was the rhythm by plus 5%. We're dancing.
This one from a long ways away. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
Not a fun putt to line up going down the hill and moving to the left.
Welcome to Oakmont. Did you all watch the in real life US Open when JJ Spawn hit that bomb of a putt? It wasn't into this pin, of course. It was into pin location number 4. That was absolutely insane. JJ Spawn's putting was unreal at Oakmont in real life. When, you know, he won the US Open in 2025, and like his putting was just phenomenal. And our putting has been good too, and good putting can win this tournament. That's a good line. That is amazing. What a putt. Hit it a bit too firm, right? But I think the line was good. It's so funny seeing that PGA championship shirt. We might not take it off.
From 6 feet away.
Ryan might wear that the entire time here for the US Open, everybody. I don't think Ryan's going to take it off. Let's go.
Finishes with par on 18.
Incredible. Let's see what the rest of the field does.
And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
That is insane. 8 under par. Justin Lower was 6 under. He had a couple bogeys there. He could have been 8 under as well. Aaron Raw, Colin Morikawa, or make out your top 5. I don't know how to pronounce Hun On. Is that name? Hun On? I don't know. I've seen that name on the PGA Tour. I'm just not sure how to pronounce it. Selm Ryder, Eric Coe, Nate Lashley, Max Homa, and Nicholas Lindheim. I'm not the best name pronunciation. I'm not the best at name pronunciations, as everybody here who watches my content shakes their head. Yeah, Ryan, you don't say. Oh, I didn't know that, Ryan. I couldn't tell. Yeah, this isn't pronunciation ability. But wow, was it gamer ability today? And we showed it. That was an incredible round. Keep in mind, going into this round, my best round on firm and fast was in medium green speeds at 2 under par. I mean, medium wind speeds. Today we had high winds. I told you I play better on high winds. And firm and fast greens, we take an 8 under par, 6 under, better than my best score here. We brought it today, but listen. We played great in round number 1 of the PGA Championship. We fell apart the rest of the way. We have to stay focused. Course management is going to be key. You all know the true difference maker today. I think everybody probably already has said it. What is the true difference maker? Fairways. Like, yeah, putting was great, but fairways. On this golf course, you hit fairways, you're going to be rewarded. You miss fairways, good luck. But like, that is this course. You're going to be rewarded if you hit the fairways. Like, you're going to have better shots into the greens. It is going to be a battle here, though. Ryan Gamer and Justin Lower, but listen, they're Colin Morikawa was right there, Aaron Raw. We could see some crazy rounds. We're still on 95 AI difficulty, which honestly is, to me, has been the best so far. I think we're going to be on 95 for the rest of the year. It's 5 above legend, and it's been so competitive these last 2 weeks being on 95, right? It's been phenomenal. That sudden death playoff against Tommy Fleetwood, what a tournament that was. Yes, we've seen some eagle holeouts, but you know, I don't think any of us was expecting an 8 under at Oakmont, but you know what it was? Focus, full focus today. Incredible fairway accuracy, good course management, and just, again, incredible putting. The putter has saved us. And only 1 bogey. When you only get 1 bogey at Oakmont, like, that is like one of the greatest rounds you could ever imagine. You take a look at the scorecard here before we get into the event stats. The birdie train was ready. I've been telling you all for weeks to have it ready. And oh boy, did you all have it ready. You all were not joking around. Birdie, 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 birdie. And then the course really takes a difficulty turn. We know it. 8 through 18 is insane. But we battled and we were 1 over. If you just count 8 through 13, 1 over par. And then look at us, 14 and 17 were birdies and not easy birdie holes there on the back. Incredible. Like a 1 under on the back, a 7 under on the front. It just shows the difficulty of that course. And we were still playing good golf. Like, it's not like we started playing bad golf. We didn't really. It's just that that course gets so much tougher when you get to hole 8, hole 9, and the rest. It is the ultimate test in golf. It's still the ultimate test in golf in the front. It's just Ryan Gamer came ready to play. We knew we had to get the scoring out early. We truly did. And we did get the scoring out early. And I think Ryan was playing with a little chip on his shoulder after in the practice round, he got a double bogey to get rid of the max stat boost for the week. So yeah, that double bogey really hurt us, but it inspired us to do that. But we have to take a look at this, what everybody I know is on the edge of their seat about. And yes, we actually did hit 100% of fairways. That is the difference maker. The true difference maker at Oakmont is fairway percent. You get into the rough there, it is a nightmare. I do not think we had 1 heavy rough shot. That is why we shot at 8 under. You can look at every other stat, and it all comes down to that fairway percent. Without 100% fairways, our greens in regulation would have been probably 50. And proximity to hole would have probably been 28, 29, 30. It all comes down to that fairways in regulation at Oakmont CC. Incredible. And 66 1 putt percent. Look at putting. Putting continues to shine even at one of the toughest tests. I tell you, that first putt set the tone for everything. That was an insane putt, and that wasn't the hardest putt of the round. That other putt we hit, I can't remember what hole it was. That birdie was insane. That thing broke 6 feet. That was nuts. I cannot believe we made that. 28% long on 7 putts. You'll take that any day of the week. 80% scrambling, 69% birdie conversion at Oakmont, everybody, with the 23 proximity to hole. That is all putting. That is all putting. Are you kidding me? 9 birdies, 8 pars, and only 1 lone bogey. You will take that. Usually it's 3 or 4 on this golf course. Now, here's the thing. What a great start. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. In the PGA Championship, we had a great start. We fell apart. That same thing can happen at Oakmont. this course is going to play tough every single round. If we don't get that great start, we can't anticipate that great start every time. That's an impossible start. That is the best start I've ever had. We can't let that be our goal every time, because then we're going to get frustrated when we don't hit it. So get a couple birdies early on, 3 or 4, and then try your best through the rest of the course. Like, we can't set 8 under as the goal every time, because that's unreal. It's almost impossible to do what we did there. We did it, but we have to fight this course, do our best every single hole, and we can win this tournament. It's going to be a fight. It's a marathon, and it's going to be fun. I tell ya, Ryan Gamer has some very important games coming up here in the Ryan Gamer universe. I mean, the Madden 26 series, everybody. What a start that's been. I'm having a blast with that one. And he has a new season coming up here in college football, Road to Glory. Very important part in his head coaching career for the Dynasty. Head coach of the Purdue Boilermakers. If you're not watching the College Football Dynasty series, watch this week's episodes, especially the game that would have been posted yesterday, I believe, the day before this video goes live. This video is scheduled for either the 12th or 13th, but on that Monday, August 11th, 2025, watch the Purdue Boilermaker College Football 26 Dynasty. It is phenomenal. It's amazing. But yeah, plenty of series to tune into outside of this Ryan Gamer PGA series, and all of them are so much fun right now. Like, I'm having a blast with every single one of them, and I'm glad you all are as well. But what a start. I mean, it's going to be a battle. We got to play with the focus we had today in all 4 rounds this week. Thank you all for all the 1-times. Thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for plenty more sports game content. Be sure you check out some of my other career mode series. Past and present series are linked in the video description below, or just check the channel page, scroll through, or go to the playlist section of the channel page. You're likely to find another video or series that you enjoy. And as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.